Hello, everyone, and welcome to Survivor with Jamie, Jack, and Colleen. We are here to talk about the season 45 premiere episode, We Can Do Hard Things. Thanks for joining us. My name is Colleen.
I'm Jamie.
That's Jack. He's frozen. He'll be back and forth. He's having some internet troubles, but don't worry. Just all right. He's not going to say he's Jack. He's going to say...
and 90 minutes to watch someone quit. Are you...
Hey, you stole that from me! And then he froze again. Weird.
Jack's internet cannot do hard things.
Jack's internet cannot do hard things. Jack's internet is quitting on him. So, yeah, actually... Jay was saying, because he was watching it, Jay was saying, I bet you the first thing Jack says is, oh, the girl who quit looks like Jamie Joe. And I was just like, actually, the girl who quit has the same name as Jamie's sister, and that was going to be her winner's pick.
My
I know.
sister would never quit.
I feel really bad for her because, I mean, clearly... I think I called it. We all called it. Just by looking at the picture of that tribe, that they were going to be the struggle busing tribe.
I was a little worried, but I was not expecting for them to take off and do so well at off the ship, and then everything went downhill as soon as Brandon gets to that ladder, and they never recovered through the whole episode.
They never recovered. And it's funny. I like Sabaya and Caleb both, and I hope I hope that they make it at least to the merge. But you know, who knows? Emily, is that the worst the most negative edit we've gotten for a player in the first episode in a very long time? Right?
Yes. Yeah. It was like full blown Veruca assault action happening.
Right.
the thing is with her. The thing with her. Am I back?
Yes,
you're good. Yes.
I went out when you said the first thing Jack's going to say, and then I went out.
I said that you were going to say that the girl who quit looks like Jamie Joe, because that's what Jay predicted.
Actually, that was his prediction.
But Jamie Joe wouldn't quit.
No,
I wouldn't. No. I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't make it past the first tryouts. But
here's the problem with Emily.
Okay.
You're on a tribe with two people that want to quit, and you still almost got voted out.
That's pretty bad, right?
I mean,
right?
Because you can't. I mean, the tribe is in trouble. The other four people are in trouble because you can't vote out someone who doesn't want to quit because you're going to have limited numbers.
Right.
I mean, you have two people that want to quit. It's beyond me. It's day 3. Now I get panic attacks. Panic attacks are rough. I've had them.
Yes.
They're painful. They come out of nowhere.
And acid reflux to boot.
Acid reflux is a nightmare.
Well, you know what? You're not drinking water. You're not eating. Maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know. Stop crying, and maybe you could keep your fluids inside.
All the face planting he keeps doing. Dude lands on his face in every challenge and just lays in a crumpled ball of dirty laundry.
He's in the fetal position all the time. In fact, I didn't even hear who fell that one time when he fell going up the mud thing. I go, oh, that's Brandon.
Oh, bless him. His heart is there, but me, oh my.
It's your dream was to be on. Hopefully he pulls it together. And with Hannah quitting, that he pulls it together and goes, okay, I can do this. I'm terrible at the challenges, but maybe there'll be one where I can just sit on a bench challenge and not do anything. He's just absolutely. It's that tribe. I think we predicted in the preview show it was going to be terrible, right?
But you know what we didn't predict is that Jeff was going to be more proud of a buff than he was the first player out. Didn't see that one.
We've never had the buff used this way.
Cool. Why has nobody ever used the buff that way?
That was pretty ingenious.
Pretty ingenious, yes.
From the losing tribe. My internet went out as I saw the first team that won, and after that our internet went haywire. And then we came back as we saw Brandon saying, "How am I going to convince people to vote for someone else when I'm so bad at the challenges?" I don't know, Brandon. And you got Emily again.
Play the game.
Emily, it's the first day. Calm down. Right? I could be the first one out, or I'm going to win the whole thing. There's no way she can win the whole thing.
No,
there's no way.
I can't imagine her not rubbing more people the wrong way.
But you don't want her to leave though.
No, I want her to leave. I'm good with her getting voted out.
I am okay with that. Like, I was really excited about her. I thought her interviews were good. I was really excited when I knew that like the Gabler win made her so mad. I was like, all right, this is okay. No.
But I think I read that she's very direct or something like that. I said, hey, you can't do that in Survivor.
She kind of reminds me and kind of looks like my neighbor, who is also very perpetually commentating on things that nobody needs her to talk about.
I just like going, oh my
like
God. And then you have
like everything.
you have your best two teammates on your team and you're trashing them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and that was a terrible look for her. I mean, I'll straight up say, she went to the two people of color and was like, they make me uncomfortable together. And I'm like, there could be a little bit more finesse in the way that you're coming out the gate with this, because you're coming out hot and it's a bad look.
Like, basically anything that comes out of your mouth, I'm pretty sure there's more finesse you should be using.
Right.
But she just doesn't. If you're doing this on day one, you're just not going to be long for this world. Like I said, maybe they keep around because you got Brandon who could quit at any moment. You can't vote her out, and then Brandon goes, "I can't do it."
But they're right. Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just saying. It's just you can't vote. Yep. You can't vote someone out if you got a quitter on your team, and they already had one.
Very true.
I mean, you can see they didn't even. You could see in their face they did not want to vote for Hannah.
Yeah,
no, she's like going, I want to go home. Please let me home.
See what I
this
feel
is
bad
so rough.
Her.
I've done hard things before. Okay, we're not talking about that. Okay,
what I feel bad about Hannah for, and Chris in the chat says, because we were live, perhaps there'll be a napping challenge of some sort for Brandon. I feel
he can't sleep at night. He's got gas.
I know. Look, as somebody who has acid reflux, because I have a hiatal hernia that flares up and it will give me acid reflux. High five. I get it. It's uncomfortable, but I don't know if I would be crying about it on day 2 of Survivor.
Kayla was like going, okay.
I've had a few emergency room visits because mine gets that bad. Like it gets bad enough where I'm like, this is it. I'm dying. This is actually a heart attack this time.
Yeah.
But still being on Survivor, I would like go off into the trees and cry by myself. I don't know.
Yes,
maybe like one person, like one person
very
really
quietly,
good about maybe, but I wouldn't.
I would very quietly approach a producer when I was alone and be like, "Hey, bro, can I get some Tums?" So like,
tum.
Yeah. Or whatever medication he takes.
Give me some famotidine right now, please and thank you.
How many people have they had quit?
Well, I don't know.
And how bad is
all
production?
The years, maybe 5, maybe.
And how bad is production or the picking process when someone quits? Basically, day 1. She was ready to quit day 1.
Okay, here's my thoughts.
How? Yeah.
Wait, let me. I've been trying to say this, and I keep getting off track by myself. I keep stalling myself. Is how what I think she kind of gave up the game when she said, "I'm hungry. I want food. I want nicotine." And Jay and I were wondering if perhaps she is a vapor and was going through nicotine withdrawal so strong that she couldn't do it. Like,
can't you use a patch?
But nicotine, but vaping is a level of nicotine that is almost, from what my understanding, is almost impossible to
then you should not be in the game.
Right?
You should know that. I mean, someone on the production staff should have said, all right, you're a vape, you vape. I mean, I'm sure it came up. Do you smoke? Do you do this? I'm sure they ask all those different questions. And if it came up and said, well, how are you going to be able to handle the withdrawals?
Yeah.
And that would have been enough to say, oh, no, you can't do this.
As an ex-smoker, there is no way in hell I would get on this game and not quit until the week I was going to be there or whatever. Like it would have been planned for a very long time. They have enough time where she could have said, oh my God, there's a really good chance I'm going to be on Survivor. This is the time to quit.
Exactly.
But I would quit like 2 months out. I wouldn't start then.
Yes.
I would.
Yeah.
I would quit when I got through the first audition.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Wow, that was rare.
I would have been concerned that would have been something that wouldn't get me through the final cut. Honestly,
maybe she lied. Well,
I'm sure they take drug tests. It would come up with the test that she has nicotine in her system, right?
I mean, but we've had people lie about their medications and go out first day. So
that who's the person that went off first
Jackson?
Jackson, yes. Yeah. Who was on lithium, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. They need to do a better job because you can't have your 90-minute episodes, and it wasn't a bad episode. It wasn't a bad episode, but you can't have someone quit.
Yeah.
No.
On the first, I mean, it just sets the tone for the season. And again,
we'll
I keep harping on this. You have someone on the same tribe who wanted to quit also.
Yes, which I felt bad. I felt bad for both of them, but also again, because mentally, who knows? But I also would have been like, come on, guys. Like Jeff in the challenge, he was like, Brandon, you wanted this, so let's go. Pick it up.
That was one of the smartest things Jeff's ever said.
Yeah. The second smartest thing that he said is when he yelled at Bruce and said, duck your head.
Yeah. Did you guys notice during the challenge that when they had to curl under the thing, there were 0 sharp edges?
Yeah, smooth, safe.
They put bubble wrap on when
everything was
Brandon
wrapped.
Went through the
Cool
bubble wrap.
Just put bubble wrap on his head. Let's talk about Bruce.
Here's a helmet, Bruce.
Yeah, right. Let's talk about Bruce. Poor Bruce was he seems like he hasn't changed up his game much based on what we saw and heard last season, where he likes to be in charge of things, but also says he doesn't like to be in charge of things. Yes. What did they say he was? A Leo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that Kendra chick is hilarious with all of her.
Well, she's hilarious, but she's also angry. Oh, he's a Leo. He must be a serial killer. We got to vote him off.
Hey, we all whatever.
Oh, you were born in September. You were born in September. I'm going to the final 3 with you. That's how you base your game.
Virgo season, baby.
That's how you base your game. I'm a Leo, so I took it personal.
So you have those 3 girls. You have 2 Virgos and a Libra. I bet that the Libra deflects really quick. She's out.
Well, my thing with Britt, because Cindy pointed out, she goes, he's on their tropical island. Why is he wearing a long sleeve shirt and long pants?
Okay,
he's been on the show before. He knows there's going to be a challenge on the first right away. Why are you wearing long sleeve shirt and long sleeve pants?
This was my note, okay? Because I said it out loud too. I was like, why is Bruce dressed like he's going to the office?
It just was like,
I think they jumped in with their shoes on into the water.
I said, yeah. I go, that can't be a good for the challenge in that heat, because you can see they were just dripping in sweat. I'm like going, you're throwing stuff that's heavy.
I can't. If somebody's going to wear a long sleeve shirt for sun protection, I'm fine with that. But for proper material,
not in a challenge. I mean, it's just.
Well, and they have more than one outfit now. Like in the new era, they have a few more clothing items. So why did you? I mean, you could have. I bet there's short sleeves in that bag he has.
Well, he had shorts on later on. I'm like going. Okay, there you go. There you go, Bruce. There you go. Yeah. Wait, are you my final 3 pick? Oh my God, what was I thinking?
I like Bruce still. I think that we got we got a mixed edit from him, but mixed bordering positive. And
I think the hit in the head didn't do him any good. Like you said, he's still the same Bruce.
Yeah, he's still the same Bruce. What about Sifu? Because when he did the Michael Jackson thing on the boat, Jay was like, "Oh no, I'm not gonna like this guy."
Yeah,
because he did it better than Jay.
Yes, exactly.
I was like, well, of course, there's always one idiot. I should say, there's always one survivor idiot that always goes out looking for the idol. Oh, they're not gonna know, and they're not gonna know it's me.
I know, right? Cut to everyone being like, "Yeah, he's looking for an idol," but he's trying to bring that Chaos Tony energy. And the thing that like makes Chaos Tony energy so good is that it's specific to Tony. Like,
right?
Yeah.
Like people who play like Sandra. Like, is there only one Sandra? Like,
yeah,
you know,
you
like,
can't do.
You can't replicate.
You can try and do someone's style to a certain point,
but you got to make it your own too.
You got to make it your own. But I mean, because he seems like a really fun person to be around. But I don't think he lasts very long.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to overplay his hand or not. Which team is he on? Is he on the blue team?
He's on the red. He's on the red team.
The red team. Okay. Well, you know, I think that Lulu's going to tribal for the next like 4 times in a row. Yeah. So we might see Sifu make the merge.
It just, to me, I was like going, dude, you cannot look for, and he didn't find it. So.
Well, D does not like him at all.
No.
She's got some tough.
She's got that Latina fire going on.
Yeah, like she's.
I don't like him.
She's not going to sit around and tolerate his shenanigans for long, and I am really excited to watch her not get along with him.
Yes.
Poor Bruce.
Yeah, poor Bruce, poor Sifu.
Oh, Sifu. I'm sorry. I lost track.
But you know, all the teams seem to be entertaining, at least.
Yeah, Austin, he's a cutie patootie. He seems.
Oh my God, is that the one
attitude?
Austin's the one that found the idol in his boxers, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yes, please.
Wait, he found them in his boxers. That's better than what's his name?
He was wearing his boxers.
He never found them in his boxers. Oh, I'm going to take a peek. Whoa, I found an idol.
There they are.
Wow. I just thought I just thought I woke up with, but
how'd that get there? So weird.
Idol boner.
Yeah, Ben never found one in his pants. He found them everywhere else, but not in his pants.
Well, they got a pill for that.
Yeah.
Family friendly. All right. Okay, so their little sweet versus savvy side quest. Let's talk about that real quick. They had an hour to move logs and solve the puzzle thingy. Nobody did it, which pissed Emily off. Actually, oh my God, when they came back, I thought all of Lulu was in tears. Like,
yes. Oh
was I the only one saying, because they were sweating, they were kind of getting disoriented? You have water right next to you. Go take a dip in the water, cool off a little bit, and then come back and do the challenge.
Sherry says, I need a drink after that episode.
Yeah, but was I the only one thinking that? Cool yourself off.
Boxers.
Cool yourself off.
Are you talking to me right now?
Yeah, go in the ocean, take a dip, cool yourself. I just was like going, because you had the kid. Who's the kid in the long pants who volunteered, who weighed less than the logs?
Oh yeah, that's right. Brando.
Yes, Brando. I'm like going, dude. I go, you're wearing long pants, and just go cool yourself off in the water.
Yes,
you don't have to spend all day in there. Just go run in there, cool yourself. I mean, if you've exercised, who hasn't taken a water bottle and splashed it in your face to get refreshed? Okay, I'm back. I'm ready to go again. I mean, I'm still going water. This challenge is hard. Why is this rope attached to it? I don't know.
I really do love that they're both sitting there trying to figure it out, and rather than like arguing or having a power struggle, they're both like, "Are we just like the stupidest people?" It immediately made me like both of them so much more than I thought.
I'm sure it was hard.
Both groups were hilarious,
especially after doing the log challenge.
Yes. Oh my God.
But I was like going,
yeah. Give it up for Queen Sabaya with those logs, everybody.
Yeah.
She held her own.
Yeah,
yes, she did. Which, you know, which is immediately why Emily wanted to vote out the two strongest people on her tribe. That makes sense.
Yeah, because they
just something about them just made her uncomfortable. Jackass.
And then it's Jake the lawyer from Boston?
Jake is the lawyer. Oh my God. Okay, Katora, she's gonna be my winner's pick because I loved her. I worked with lawyers for a decade, for more than a decade, for like 12 years. I worked with lawyers for a very long time, up until recently. And the dynamics of the two of them, like her just being like, he's a little bitty baby lawyer. I've heard people refer to other lawyers as bitty baby lawyers before. Like, just the whole thing was amazing. And I was like, oh my God, I love this conversation. And I love her.
Yeah, her pre interviews, I didn't like get a whole lot off of her, but I mean, in the 3.5 minute, airtime she had tonight, I'm just like, oh my God, she's amazing.
Yes, yeah, that's a good point. She didn't get smart.
There's certain things people when you go on, because who was the mom? I forgot her name.
Julie.
She didn't say she was a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's certain things you can't, because people go right away. They'll go, oh, you're rich, or you're strategic, or you're whatever. And a lot of people, and especially with lawyers, let's face it, a lot of us don't like. I mean, I know lawyers. I have some friends that are lawyers, but lawyers have a bad rap, right? I mean, when you think lawyer, you think ambulance chaser. You think there's a negative. There's something negative about lawyers. So it's like,
and also you think smart and cunning too.
Yeah, but also it's lawyers in general. There's certain, like, if I said, yeah, I work for the IRS, how many votes am I going to get?
Right,
fair enough.
There's an air of deception and persuasion.
Right.
If you're a lawyer. So
that's because he's a little bitty baby lawyer, and he's very proud of being.
Well, he's on a little bitty bed, right? Living with his 85-year-old grandma.
Oh my God, that room was amazing. Amazing. I was just like, this is great. Give me more of this character, but in small doses, because I feel like he could get Rodney-fied real quick.
Yes.
No, I so far there's not anybody except for Emily that I am turned off by. Like, even Brandon I'm giving some grace to.
Well, Brandon, maybe he just had a rough start, and he'll pull it together, and he's obviously not going to be good at the challenges. I mean, he's just, I mean, he couldn't climb a ladder. So, I mean, no one else had problems with it. I mean, it looks stationary, right? It wasn't like it wasn't a rope ladder where it's, the boat's rocking. You're trying to get, I go, dude, put one foot in front of the other. There's like 4 steps. You're up the top. And they had a huge, huge lead. And of course,
and I really want to root for this guy because he has so much heart in this, and he's come close so many times between Big Brother and Survivor of getting on the cast, and now he has this opportunity. I want him to be able to do it. That being said, you have been applying to be on Survivor since you were 11 years old. Run a lap.
You're saying get off the couch and exercise before you go on Survivor.
See what you can do. Like, just see what you can do. I want to root for him, but I'm so mad about tonight between him and Emily. I'm just, Yellow Tribe, get it together.
It's funny that we're more upset with it. I'm more upset with Hannah because she quit. I mean, I don't like people.
I'm writing Hannah off. I am upset with her, but I don't know Hannah who. I don't know. The only Hannah I know is my sister.
She was trying to say at the end, oh, I have so much respect for people. They shouldn't even let her.
You don't. No, you don't. You don't. Because there's an alternate who lost their chance because you got to play.
Honestly, she shouldn't even been given a final words. It should have been, we're done. We'll show. Here's a scenes from next week.
Did you hear?
If you're quit, you're done.
Did you hear when she walked away, or she walked like upset? She was like, "Is this Exile Island? Because I'm not going." Like, there's There's no vape pens on Exile Island, honey.
Yeah, it's like.
But how funny would it have been if she tried to leave, or if they did vote her off, like without, and then she walks and she has to go live by herself.
Now, I believe that would be some season. Would that be Leo season? Is that like the chaos season, the aggressive season?
Yes.
I'm not very good at the seasons. I know that we now do SZN for seasons. That's
the worst part is Emily could be voted off next, and she has to spend the rest of her Survivor experience with Emily. Vote me back in. Vote me back in.
I think that Emily. I think that she's not going to be pleasant to live with. She's going to be nearly impossible to work with. But
they're right.
I think if she stays, she will. But that's why you write her off. You don't trust her right from the word go. And then when you merge, she is a problem that will take care of herself.
Yeah. She is, but I think that she would flip. All she has to do is find one person that hates Modern Survivor as much as she does.
Who's going to work with her?
All she needs to do is find one person or one group that needs numbers, and she will happily flip over. Exactly.
She would love to be. She would love to be in the middle of all of it.
She's your less angry Debbie. You can't have someone. you can't have someone like that, because she's going to spill the beans. She's going to be. She's honest. I mean, she just no. That's you can't. There's no way. I don't care if I needed numbers or not. There's no way I include her in anything that I'm doing. I mean, I might lie to her and say, yeah. Why don't we work together? There's no way I tell her anything going on, because
I would. I think it's an insult.
If it pissed her off, she would tell. Well, I'm saying
because Debbie.
Because remember, Aubrey cut her loose because Debbie was.
Why don't you compare her to Abby Maria?
Abby Maria was just Abby Maria was just angry. She was just Emily is literally honest and goes.
She literally said in the beginning of this episode that my anger is palpable, and she accused them of throwing the challenge.
I compared her to Debbie because Debbie is someone I wouldn't work with. Abby Maria, right. I guess I wouldn't work with her either.
That she's just like right off the bat is off-putting.
Yes,
like immediately.
It's just you can't have someone in your alliance that is just like that.
Too much.
You just can't. I mean, it's just there's no way.
Right? It's just like, excuse me, if you don't believe that aliens built the pyramid, I can't be in alliance with you.
Yeah.
It's a battery. Get it right.
Everybody knows there were batteries in there.
Like, duh. I've seen ancient aliens.
Tesla built the pyramids. Everybody knows that.
He traveled back in time and built them.
Well, I'm talking about the original Tesla.
I know, I am too. He traveled back in Nikolai, right?
Nikolai Tesla.
Don't forget, there's a Tesla museum a mile from my parents' house now.
Oh, I did not know that.
I think it's opened within the last few years. I think it opened right before COVID. So,
does it run on natural gas?
It may. I actually haven't gone. I've walked around the outside, but I haven't gone into it. I do want to go though. I'm fascinated by that. But anyway, okay. Who else do we need to talk about here? I think we touched on a lot of it.
I like Caleb a lot.
Me too.
He's just been saddled with a terrible tribe.
Yes. So Sabaya as well.
Yes. Both of them are really likable, hard workers. I mean, they're giving 100%, 110%, and they're just saddled with,
Yeah,
I know. I am hoping that there's a tribe swap.
That's why it wouldn't it be nice if they just went back to like 18 survivors.
Oh, well, they do. Two teams, you mean? Two teams
I'm saying in the beginning, wasn't the first Survivor? It was just 18 people, wasn't it?
Right. Yeah. Not separate.
It still is. It still is 18 people.
I'm saying just no tribes, just 18 people.
Yeah, just a solid,
Because a lot of times it's the luck of the draw. If you get put on with crappy people, it makes it even. I mean, it's worked. Some people have gone on to win the game, but it's hard when you start losing numbers right away. And again, first vote comes up, the person quits. You have Emily, who they wanted to vote off. And then again, you have Brandon, who's.
And she couldn't even play it cool at the actual tribal council. Like, she had to have known she was under the bus, or she was, on the chopping block. And she couldn't even keep it together there.
No.
She couldn't keep it together upon Jeff's introduction to the game.
Oh, yeah. Right. And the fact that they included that makes me wonder if perhaps she goes to the end and is a 0-vote finalist, and everyone just unloads on her during tribal.
I don't like this shelter. We have literally have no tools.
Right.
Oh
my God. Oh my God. Yes. Okay.
I did kind of laugh at the end where they're crying and Hannah's leaving. We love you. We love you. Literally, I don't love you. You quit. You ruined my chances to win. It's only been 3 days. Goodbye. I don't love you. Goodbye. Get out of here.
Can you imagine?
Screwed us all. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Since we were talking so much about alternates last episode, can you imagine what the alternate for that season is thinking right now?
It makes me so mad for them. I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah.
Again, if you quit,
somebody who experiences
it shouldn't be your tribe has spoken. You're just gone.
Yeah. I experience a lot of times in life where it's like I almost get what you know what I mean? And to think of something so big on such a big scale as the application process and all the interviews and the high stress and tension and the constant waiting to find out if you made it, then, putting your life on hold, flying out there, and then in the very like getting to know these people, thinking about who you would want to work with, and then finding out, nope, you're an alternate. Only for her being out there she didn't even make it overnight and was like, I want out of here.
Yeah, she was. Once Brandon came in and was talking to her, and I think Brandon had a connection with her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he felt safe with her,
right?
Because she was struggling just as much as he was.
Yeah, he was. That was his comfort zone. Her comfort. She was his comfort zone. And again, she was. She wasn't thinking strategy. She wasn't thinking working with anybody. She just wanted to quit and go have a sandwich.
Yeah, or a smoke.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I do feel bad. Like I get it. I feel bad, but again,
no, I don't feel bad.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Send your hate mail to me. I don't care. I have no sympathy for her.
I don't feel bad either. I wish that I did. I feel bad for Brandon. I don't feel bad for her.
Yeah, Brandon's going through. Brandon had, if he's having panic attacks, I get it. But
also that's a thing that you should probably work on as well.
Though I'd be honest.
I know you can't help it, but
if I was on island with him, if he was on my team, I probably wouldn't feel as bad as I do just as a viewer. Like I would probably be yelling at him to get off the floor. Like it's one thing to be where you can't go any further. I can understand that. Like again, asthmatic, I get it.
Yeah.
He's laying on a pile for 45 seconds to 2 minutes, and his teammates can't go until he moves. Then I probably would be yelling at him.
Yeah.
But as a viewer, I feel for him.
Yeah, I'm pretty competitive. It'd be like, get your ass up. Or maybe figure out a way he's a big guy though. He's a tall, big guy. So I don't know.
Yep.
Again, I feel bad for Caleb more than anything.
I know. Okay. Let's move into the tally the votes and all of that. Make our winners pick. Here we go. We can go back and forth. So Hannah, we'll just count her as pre-merge. She is gone.
I had merge.
You had merge. We
Jamie
liked her. She gave a good interview.
Jamie had final 3. Wow.
Because of her sister. Okay.
I'm calling her after
this.
Moving
into the points, I have 1 point on the board right now because I got her correct. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Winners picks. You want to do winners? We'll do winners picks last. Or okay. If you guys have them now, we can do them now. Whatever. I don't care.
Whatever you want to do.
Let's see. Ooh, Sherry coming in hot. Brandon seems to me like someone who had to be sick to get attention at home. works in his home environment for attention is not working on Survivor. Interesting.
Ooh.
I did not even think about
I didn't think about that either.
The psychological aspect of it. Interesting.
Or maybe he was, because he couldn't climb a ladder, he was looking for sympathy. I don't
know. Okay. Winners picks. I'm going with, who did I say I was going with? Coutura. I can make mine right now. You guys don't have to. I'm going with Caleb. I like him. He's got a raw deal. I'm going to root for him. All right.
Jamie, and I'll say this: he doesn't make me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad. Katurah. Okay. I want to make sure I had it spelled right. Okay. Jamie, are you ready to make your pick? Or if I'm pushing you, you can wait.
Well, come on, Jamie. Hurry up. Come on, Jamie Brandon. Get off the floor and make your pick.
Get your pick. Do it now.
Come on. We're all waiting. We want to go to bed, but you want to make your pick.
Diving head first into this pick.
Okay, seeing as I've already lost one of my 3 final contenders.
Hey, look, you know what? This is good because you would have picked her as your winner's pick, right? Maybe.
Hey,
sure, now you don't have to.
Am I the only one that thought when Brandon went into the mud he was going to drown? I told Cindy, I go, Brandon's going to drown when he gets in the mud.
The mud is really hard. In the mud. The mud is really hard.
Give me a straw. I can't
breathe. No, Brandon. Nobody. Get
up. Okay.
I'm sorry, Brandon, if you're listening. I'm just having fun.
Yeah, we're just teasing.
We tease because we care.
Oh, I never took out all of the last season.
Sling Matthew.
Interesting.
Sling Matthew is going home.
Yeah. Speaking of last season, did anybody else just really miss Carolyn for those whole 90 minutes?
Because I kept
yelling as they were trying to untwist those things. Just take out your
actually, next Survivor should be one team should be Carolyn and
Carolyn Jam
Emily.
Jam could be team captain.
Carolyn and Emily on the same tribe.
I think Carolyn would. I think Emily would quit.
Yeah, put Abba Marie. What's her name in there?
Abby Marie. I'm just thinking about the amazing side eye that we could get from Carolyn if we put her and Emily on the same tribe.
Or Claire. Can you imagine Claire's side eye in that situation?
Oh yeah.
She had an epic side eye. All right, so
okay, question on this. Since my final 3, obviously one's gone. We keep our when our final 3 is gone, they're lost, right? Like that's it.
No points there.
So
but you don't have to pick from your final 3 picks in your winner's pick for Let's Tally the Vote. I spread all my points around generally, remember?
Okay.
So you don't have to pick between whoever you had. Who did you have in your final 3?
I had Sabaya and Kelly and
that's Hannah. Right. Hey, Jack, how you feeling about Jake being in your final 3?
Yeah, my final 3 is not looking good.
You got Bruce. I think you might have some luck with Bruce.
Yeah, okay.
Going pretty deep.
I mean, Jake's pretty good at the challenges, but he's kind of no buff.
But they're all on that blue team, and that blue team is kicking butt. So
yeah, yes. You know what? I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Because,
what are you gonna do?
Because
what is she gonna do, ladies and gentlemen?
In honor of the alternate that got royally screwed tonight by Hannah Rose's non-game, I'm gonna go with our former alternate, and I'm gonna call Kelly the winner.
Kelly. Whoa. We like Kelly, right? She's the nurse.
I like Kelly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we all had her final 3, so there you go. I liked her. Okay, who do we think is going home next week? I can start. I think it's going to be Brandon.
I think you have a pretty good chance.
I think if the yellow team loses and Brandon still shows he's incompetent at the challenges, as much as Emily's going to, just grind on him and stuff, you have to vote out Brandon because he's, again, unless he has some kind of, what was it? Someone put a nap challenge, whatever it was. I think you have to vote out Brandon because he's just killing you in the challenges.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree.
Plus, he's expressed to everyone he wants to quit. So, I mean, as much as I would vote for Emily, you got to vote for Brandon.
Yep.
Yeah. Jamie?
Yeah, I'm going with Brandon too.
All right. Sorry, Brandon. Watch, Brandon's gonna come back, kick butt,
I hope he proves us wrong. He doesn't drown in the mud, and he becomes
the sole survivor.
He becomes a sole survivor. I mean, it could happen. We've seen people start out slow before.
We've seen a few people that have had some amazing story arches in this game that just started out afraid of bugs and can't hold a hatchet, So
and maybe Hannah going home and he realizes he doesn't have someone. I mean, it's hard when you're struggling anyway, and the person you're talking to is struggling, so you can't get any
right. You feed off each other's negative energy.
Exactly.
Certain people feed that.
He needs to hang around Emily for a while.
No. No. Hey, was there a Brandon last season? Because apparently for week 3 last season, Zachary said Brandon was going home.
There's always a Brandon.
There's always a Brandon. All right, fair enough.
If you're named Brandon, you have a 99% chance of being picked to go on.
Yeah. Survivor. Oh shoot! Real quick, we didn't talk about the Beware advantage.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't take it.
I loved that first thing. I love ciphers. Yep. He's just got to hold it up, and like that. Oh, I was like, damn! If I had that, I would have been all over that.
But he doesn't get I think it should. I keep saying this. I mean, Amazing Race finally listened to me about no non-elimination legs. Yeah. But I think it still should be you find an idol. It's either a good one.
Yeah, no, I agree. The Beware advantage.
Beware advantage is like he took him like 3 seconds. He said, "I go," and he took it and shoved it in his pants. So, or he took
beware of Austin's pants.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? They don't have him saying something silly so far on his challenges. I love when they have to do these little like missions. I'm hoping that at some point, because he said what? They said multiple. Did they say how many? That he has to do like a series of them, right?
No, they said a series of it. So
series of them. So it's like
a series could be a bunch. Like it
fingers
could be anywhere
crossed,
between like 3 to 7.
Yeah,
but like again, he's
to go to another tribe and get something, sneak something.
Again, he's on a pretty strong tribe, so he the vote thing might not be a factor. So that I mean, you're on the yellow tribe. You got to have a vote. So
right. I believe I saw something from Mike Bloom earlier that there was actually a scene involving a player visiting another tribe, and it was cut out.
Oh.
From today?
Yes.
Interesting.
It was a Bello player who spent the afternoon at Lulu, and it got edited out of the final episode.
Because Emily made him cry.
Okay, here's what he said, and it's at his parade.com. It's at parade.com where he writes for. As much as we got during the Survivor premiere tonight, there was one big twist that didn't make the final cut. As Probst describes, there's a new cross-tribal twist that had a Bello member not only visit Lulu, but cast a vote for them. So you have 90-minute episodes to be able to show us things like this, and you don't actually show us things like this.
I mean, it's a new twist, right? We got to have a new twist, but at least that would have probably been interesting. Maybe they didn't show us because she quit and there was no reason for the vote.
Yeah, maybe. But he said after the immunity, I clicked on the article. After the immunity challenge, we had a twist. The winning tribe was allowed to send one player to the losing tribe's beach. That person would get to hang out while Lulu was scrambling, trying to decide who to vote for, and that player's there gathering lots of information.
Actually, I like that twist. That's a strategic twist that puts at least the players in charge.
Yeah.
Of course, I wouldn't want to be the one that leaves my tribe, especially in the beginning, to go to another tribe for a day. I wouldn't want to be the one picked. But
yes,
I think that's good. I think that's at least better than finding an idol in your pants and stuff like that. So.
The player also had the power, in that they got to secretly cast a vote against one of the Lulu players, and it would count as at tribal, and nobody knew. but there was no vote because Hannah quit, so it never came into play.
Okay, that's why it's not there.
So that's why it's not there. When it was time to cut scenes, we decided this had to go because it didn't have the kind of impact we intended.
So that's why Jeff was so irritated.
Right?
This amazing twist, and you've ruined it.
We've added more twist because you guys need the twist, and now
he got twist.
We lost our twist.
All right, everybody. We do not have any feedback. I checked, but in the future, if you'd like to send us an email, because if you can't join us live, it's survivorjjc@gmail.com. Or you can, subscribe to the Jay and Jack YouTube. It's the one with the little red logo, and join us live. Hit subscribe. It'll notify you when we're doing it. We are having, I'm saying a lot. I apologize. This season, our recording dates are going to change back and forth from Wednesday to Thursday. So stay tuned for that. So that way, when we're doing it, and we'll try to put it out there on like Facebook or whatever social media to let you know when we are in fact recording. So stay tuned for that. All right. Thank you to the patrons, especially the ones that contribute a certain level, and that would be Eckhart Rigner, Maggie the Magnificent, Joanne with the Plan, and Ed the Creepy Poopy Head Mailman. And my kids are watching the Survivor tomorrow, and we're going to try to do a podcast. So,
they didn't watch. They didn't watch tonight.
They watched until 8:30, and then they had to start to go to bed. Yeah, because it's 9:30 is just too much, and yeah, it's just too late. I need them to go to sleep. Anyway,
go to bed.
If you'd like to become a patron, it helps everyone on the network. The Amazing Race is coming back because you have the broadcast, Ramblecast After Dark, every other week. Owen and Bruce Barbecue is covering Ahsoka. So
we just say RCAD, but that's okay.
Whatever, RCAD. It's patreon.com/Jay and Jack. All right. On that note, thank you all for joining us. We'll see you next time. My name is Colleen.
My name is Jamie, former sister of Hannah Rose.
I got nothing after that. I quit.
Peace out, everybody.